Hey guys, this here is my little setup where I do everything like my writing and my reading and my studying, of course, and my sewing. This for the time being is my little setup. Let's take a closer look. This right here is actually the box that the sewing machine came in, and like as you can see here, it tells you what it comes with and things like that. My last one had a table and I was obsessed with it, but I had to replace it. So this one here is the HD 4432 heavy duty sewing machine. It is still awesome, by the way. Yeah, that's the box. As you can see, I was using it, so the pedal's on the floor. I don't know, it fascinates me somehow. Here is my measuring tape. I want to get a pink one. My favorite color is pink. And excuse all of my bags over there in the corner. In this bin here, we have a bunch of like old and used clothes and fabrics for me to practice with. And these here are just some little projects that I was working on. But that's another story for another time and another day. So on the top here, we have some sticky pins. This was sewn actually by my sister-in-law. Not sewn, she loves to crochet. She can make some really cute things. These here are obviously more stick pins, but I was obsessed with this because it's like magnet, and my husband got me my favorite color. But I was obsessed with this. Like I was doing my research on like becoming a sewist, like a seamstress and tailoring and all of these things, because I was looking into making my own little brand. But yeah, and I seen these and I was obsessed with them. But yeah, is the only thread that I have. This is the one I chose because I decided to make my husband some denim gloves and that didn't come out so well. It was so hard, and I took them apart and remade them like 50 times, and I still didn't, it still didn't yield any results. So this is a one I want to stack up on like so many different colors, so many different brands, because this one here sometimes it'll break super fast or whatever. Here are some just cute little assorted buttons here. Assorted cute buttons. These here are I don't know what you want to call these. I took them from bags and things like that to use them for certain things. These here came from an army outfit, like an army uniform, that I used. I actually posted a bag that I recently made, and I used some of these pins. I still don't know what they're called, but I used some of these pins for that bag. And here are just a bunch of little designs and beads and stuff like that that I was going to use. In this little pouch right here are some scissors. I still want to get a really good pair of scissors because sometimes these go dull and sometimes it messes up what I'm cutting. Got different sizes and different colors. Actually, because my husband actually decided that he wanted to get me a really good pair, but I kind of felt bad for his pocket and how much they cost. I was like, what, I'm just gonna stick with the really cheap ones, and now here I am regretting it. To this day, sometimes I wish I just listened to him, because most of the time he knows what he's talking about. And you have me sometimes stubborn, okay, no, I'm gonna go off and I'm gonna do my own little thing. But anyway, here's the iron. I also want to get some more of these little spools, because this one here is actually kind of really heavy to put on the sewing machine, and it won't spin, or the thread won't come off or wind or whatever it's supposed to do. These are some clips that I use sometimes to hold the fabric together. These here in this jar are the pins for the sewing machine itself. These are the different sizes and whatnot. In this jar, oh, actually I have some black thread. These are some bobbins that I winded with black thread that my sister-in-law gave me. She's also got a sewing machine. I'm not sure if it's the same one as me, But yeah, she definitely was like, I needed it for a project one day. She was like, just take the whole spool. So I was like, okay. These are some pins that I use for my hijab, but I also use them for, they're pretty, but I also use them for some of my projects. These here are just like, these here are just like some ties and some ribbons and bows and belts and things like that I collected and just found. These here are also parts of my sister-in-law's projects that she was making that she left behind. I currently use them as a placeholder for my sticky pins. I plan to get a lot more because they definitely come in handy, and when I have so little of them, it's annoying. But yeah, this is what that little bin is. It just has like so many of my bows and zippers and stuff in there. Let's see. In here, what do I have in here actually? Oh, the presser feet for the sewing machine. I don't know what most of them are, but I do know, I'm thinking that this is the straight foot. I think. If you can see that, it's a straight foot. Yeah, I'm not sure what all of those are yet, but I'm getting there. Yeah, so I'm gonna show the sewing machine. Here he is. I named him Khalil. Sometimes, I get so excited about my sewing machine. Sometimes I like to look at it, but I'd be afraid to use it, and I have absolutely no idea why. Here is a bobbin that I was trying to wind, but mostly like after I wind them, I'm ready to use them. I keep them up here instead of putting them here in the place where it's supposed to go, because I reserve that for like little bigger spools like this. And here are the different stitches. There you go. Now you can see it. Here are the different stitches. The one I like to use mostly is the straight stitch, and also like kind of like the zigzag ones. Here are the different like I think it's how strong and how loose the thread goes. Yeah. Oh, and in here I have, let me turn it on so you can see better. In here I have a winded bobbin. It's black thread. The tools. This here, I think this here is supposed to put this here to stop the thread from moving or falling off or something like that, like as it's spinning when the sewing machine is running. This here I just recently learned was the button cutter or the button maker, something like that. It also came with a seam ripper. I think I got this one from a previous sewing machine. Yeah, that's that. And then you have all these other tools in here. This one I think is also a button holder. This also came from another sewing machine. I don't know what this is. This also came with it. I don't know what this is. Definitely don't want to lose that, because it may be important. Oh, this is one of these things here. I don't know if you can see it, like these things right here. It's supposed to attach the needle to the sewing machine and the machine together. Let's see what else we have. I don't know what these are for. Oh, I know. This here is used to unwind this piece right here when you're trying to change out the pin or the needle. I also have two of those. And this also, I'm not sure what that is. And that's the sewing machine. And I'll also do a video on how to wind the bobbin and thread the machine and things like that. Yeah, that's the sewing machine. hopefully this whole area in the future, in the near future, is where all the magic will happen. All my designs. And oh yeah, speaking of which, sewing is not the only thing that I do. I also like to write. So I'm currently working on a book of my entire life from beginning to end. It's kind of sad, but sometimes, you know, to move on, or sometimes to, you know, move past or try to have a better future, sometimes you gotta let go of the things, like the traumas and the things that bother you. But enough of that. I also love to read. Yeah. This is a chair that I kind of stole from my mother-in-law's living room. That there is the board where I plan like all of my videos and stuff. This is my tablet, the one I use for my brand. You know, like I come up with a bunch of fashion ideas and things like that. Yeah, and this is it so far. I'm hoping that one day, you know, I could not replace this, but I want to get one of those really big what is it? It's called a Juki sewing machine. You know, the big ones with the table and stuff. I also want to get a serger. I want to get an embroidery machine. Yeah, there's so much that I want to get. I want to get there's like a heat press machine where you can put designs onto t-shirts and cups and things like that. I also want to do that. I have big dreams, and I'm trying to work so hard to make them come true. Yeah. I already have like a lot of designs and already have like a lot of things planned out. I just have to get the money up somehow, and I have to buy the fabrics and buy, you know, the many things that I need for it. But yeah, in the process right now of writing my book and working on projects, just trying to live my best life, you know. Now it's time to clean up a little. Me, I'm a neat freak, clean freak, whatever you want to call it. So I like to make sure that I clean up as I go. I actually want to one day have an all pink setup, like a pink chair, pink desk, if I could, pink sewing machine, pink iron, pink laptop, pink keyboard, all of it, everything pink. Pink is my absolute favorite all-time color, or my all-time favorite color. Let's just put everything back the way we have it. I'm very excited for this journey. I've never really had support from anyone in my entire life until I met my husband, actually. So yeah, but I hope that one day that my brand will be so big that it will be an actual physical location. Maybe there's some other things that I've forgotten to show. Let me see. So definitely some other things that I forgot to show. There are some things that I forgot to show are in this pink bin. And just clear it out first. I got this from somewhere. I think it's a print or something. I'm not really sure, but I think I sew over it or something. Maybe it's for practice. But in this bin here are tons of also like ribbons and different colors. Oh, these are the ribbons. That's another one. I don't know. What do I do with this? Yeah, just some glue sticks. Nothing really major. Different colors, sizes. Yeah, and that's about it. I want to go to like Joann or some other place for this kind of stuff, and I want to buy some more bobbins and some more thread, and definitely a different pair of scissors. But yeah, and then eventually I want to move on to like getting a mannequin and some pins, which I might actually do that very soon, like get some pins and some more thread and things like that very soon. Because me personally, I don't know how to drive, so I have to rely on my husband to take me places, which is not really a problem because he doesn't really you know, say no. If I ask him, he'll do it. But yeah, that's about it for now. Like I said, I want to get everything pink. I want to have a really nice setup. I want to have a room and a cutting table. There's a lot that I'm trying to accomplish, and this has always been my dream. But my father, as a little young girl, has told me that it's not going to benefit the society to make clothes and make a brand and things like that. I have to do something that's going to benefit my afterlife, which is true, you know, benefit my afterlife, but that doesn't mean that, you know, what I'm trying to do isn't going to motivate people, isn't going to, you know, isn't going to motivate them, and isn't going to give them the inspiration that they need to accomplish their dreams. And I'm really big on not giving up, so let's just see where this journey takes me. The things I want to do are crocheting, knitting, yeah, crocheting, knitting. I also want to learn how to quilt. Like, I don't know, I always felt like, you know, no offense, it was like for like older people, but I kind of like feel like there would be kind of some kind of fun in it. So this room is like super bright, so I don't know. I gotta turn off some of these lights. Like I said, I'm new to this. I don't know how all this works, but yeah, I want to learn how to quilt. I want to learn how to crochet and knit. Yeah. Like I want to have this brand and not only make it where it's just like clothes and bags, but I want it to be where it's like home decor, office decor, like I don't know, like computer cases, or I even want to eventually like branch off and do like soap bars and yeah, like soap bars, shampoos and conditioners. I actually got that idea from my husband, and he wanted to make his own soap brand. I think he's still in the process of doing that. We just haven't talked about it lately. Excuse my voice and how many times I but it's because I was recently feeling a little bit under the weather. But yeah, like I had this idea to like make like a soap brand, all under, you know, the same brand, the same name. I hope for this one day to be, you know, something great. Like I want to leave a big, great legacy behind. Um, you know, something hopefully I can pass down to my children and my grandchildren. That's if, you know, of course they decide to go off and do their own things. And, you know, I feel like, you know, being an entrepreneur is so much better than working and slaving around for other people. But yeah, I have the best teacher, the best mentor in life, and that mentor and that teacher is my husband. Because I came from a place where I was basically tossed into the world with no weapons, nothing to, you know, aid and protect me. I basically learned from scratch from everything from my husband and some of his family members. All in all, I had a good time, and I learned, and he inspired me to, you know, become who I am. He inspired me to do the things that I love, and he is so supportive with this. I don't even know what to call it. Like, is it a soloist journey? Is it, you know, like I'm trying to make a name brand? So yeah. See you in. Oh, that is so much better. Is it? I feel like it's still the same, but one thing also that kind of put me down was the fact that I um I used to look at all these other people who are successful, and I used to, you know, that used to bring me, used to motivate me. So one day I came across this video, and this lady was like, you basically have to stop comparing yourself to others, because comparison is the thief of joy. And that is so true. So, on to big dreams, guys. And that is the end of the video. Hope you stay tuned for the next. Bye.